Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the magical universe of Starbound. Today we are actually playing a brand new beta version called Angry Koala, and Angry Koala has brought in a lot of really cool new features, like asteroid fields, things like sky rails, different gravity from planet to planet, a whole mess of stuff. And what I'll do is I'll include a link to the changelog in the video description below, so check that out for more information on that. So basically what happened with the changeover from Offended Koala to Angry Koala, there wasn't a character wipe. However, what did happen was there was effectively a world wipe or a universe wipe, and so the worlds themselves got reset, so the planets got reset along with all the quests. Now what I did was, as soon as this update came out, I jumped into the game and I just wanted to see exactly what kind of effect it would have. And what it meant was I had built a little shelter and I had carved out some areas and things like that. That was all gone and it was back to the way it had been anew. I also think it re-rolled some of the ore distribution, because what I did was, in order to kind of get things back up to scratch, and as I had said in my last video, I was going to come back to you when I had enough resources to make the top tier of armor and stuff before we move forward. So I went off to mine loads and loads of stuff in order to do that, and I came across a lot of really good stuff. So I was mining for about 2 hours, and I kind of went against my earlier advice of saying it's not really worth it to keep mining on, you know, your absolute first world. The main reason for this is because you will spend a lot of time looking for resources and you may not necessarily find them, whereas if you hold off and do that in harder or more difficult worlds, then the ore distribution is going to be better. Now what I did was I just pushed through it. I didn't care, so I was working away for about 2 hours, and the amount of stuff I actually got was astounding. So what you can see here is I actually managed to get 30 diamond ore. Now diamond ore is very rare, so I managed to come across 30 of that in that 2 hours. I also managed to come across 94 gold ore. I have a bit of coal. I got 409 bits of iron. That is awesome. I also got 101 bits of silver ore and 314 bits of copper. So I should now have everything I need to make all the stuff that we want to make. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump back down to planet. This is a new little feature. What you can do is you can warp to a different planet in the system, or you can warp to your home planet from wherever you are in that system. Now you have to be orbiting a planet in order to set it as your home planet. So over here we'll go to the navigation console, and we can see that this world is actually set as home. If I right click here, I can see the rest of the system. So from here I can warp to either of these planets or either their systems. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to jump down to the surface, close that, warp to planet. So actually I misspoke there. What you can do is you can warp to the planet you're at, or you can warp to your home planet. You can't warp to any random planet that's there. One thing that they've actually introduced as well is on moons and newly introduced asteroid fields, you can actually land on them, but you can't breathe unless you have the relevant gear, which makes sense. So here you can see this new structure that I've built here. Now what happens when you beam down to a planet is you always end up in the exact same coordinates. So what I did was I built up this area with lots and lots of dirt, like this. And effectively what happened was I teleported in to the dirt and I had to dig my way out. So that wasn't helpful. So I just kind of gave in and created this kind of teleportation chamber, as it were, underneath. So that's not really very important. Let us come up here and start crafting some stuff. So let's have a look at how much. Okay, we have 111 unrefined wood, so we should be able to craft all the stuff we need. I have some things here from the old world, so let's move this over here. Take the yarn spinner, plonk that there. Let's take the wooden cooking table and plonk that there. And then what we'll do is we'll... I wonder. That doesn't matter. One thing that they've also brought in is this holiday spirit. So in the new update they've brought in loads of Christmas stuff, and you can actually craft a special kind of Christmas workbench, as it were. I think it's called a toy station or something like that. Or is it toy maker's table? There it is. for all your holiday crafting needs. So to make that, you just need 35 wood planks. Sure, for the crack, why don't we just make one? Cool. Okay. So what I need now is I have a furnace, so I'm going to plonk that down here. Fantastic. So now with the furnace, I'm going to take... no, I don't need the silver ore. I need lots of iron ore. I'm going to take 205 of that and let that smelt away. So that's 2 pieces of ore to make 1 iron bar. So I need 8 bars of iron in order to make my anvil. Now what I'm actually going to do is I don't really need either of these at the moment, so I'm going to pick them up because they're taking up space here. As you can see, I haven't really built up this house. It's just a really, really crude shelter at the moment. One thing that you may notice as well, if you were watching the last video, the gravity is actually different on this planet now. It used to be a bit stronger, but now I can kind of float around and jump a bit higher. And the same thing can be said for the other monsters that are there. They are affected by the gravity in the same way, so it's pretty handy. Okay, let's have a look. So there's 43 bars of iron there. That's enough for me for the moment. We go to our crafting table. And here's a new item that was added, and actually a florin flag. And what you can do is you can craft this using some fabric and some wooden planks. And it creates this little flag. And you can plant the flag on the planet in order to specify that you've actually visited that planet. So if you're, you know, jet-setting all the way across the universe and you can't remember which planets you've been on, well, you can use that to mark them now, which is really helpful. Okay, here we go. So we're going to make an iron anvil. Where's that gone? There we go. Plonk that there. Fantastic. Okay. So now you can see we can make all of these cool things. A hunting knife and poker and slicer and smacker and stuff. So that's 9. Let's have a look at the curvy slice. No. Big slicer, two-handed. It only does 6. Or as compared to that, the pirate bro squisher. So I think we're going to stick with the pirate bro squisher. It's pretty awesome. Right, so I have more than enough pixels, I hope, to craft all the iron or craft all the armor and stuff that I need. So I'm going to take this stuff back, and we're going to take some of this copper, because we're going to need the copper to craft the armor. So we already have copper greaves and copper helmet. We can use those as part of the recipe to create the next tier of armor, which is pretty helpful, but I'm going to need them in my inventory. So I'm going to take this high-tech chest. I'm going to take one of these. And we'll plonk it there. Perfect. Okay, so let's open that. There we go. So I'm going to take my wheat seeds and the old chest and cobblestone and feathercrown seeds, bone boo seeds, florin fernivore legs. This is my old armor. I don't need that. I also came across a bone chest. Hopefully it's not filled with marrow. Funny little tool tip there. One other thing that they've actually also introduced into this is seeds. So you can now plant trees. I know there's been wheat seeds and stuff like that, but when you actually knock down a tree, you get one of these strange seeds. Now it's missing its tooltip at the moment, but you can pick that up and you can plant it and actually regrow the trees, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so let's come over here, grab some of these bars, come over here, right. And the lantern, I can't remember whether I already have one of those. I don't need it right now. Okay, so I need the copper chest piece as well first. That's going to cost me just that. Okay, just 35. Perfect. Okay. So now what we do is we take that off and we take that off. And let's have a look at, here we go, Sprouts Anklets. So this is going to cost me 150 pixels, and it's going to give me 3 defense and add 1 to my warmth. So we're going to craft that. Then we're going to take the Sprouts Circlet. That gives me 15 to my energy regeneration. Gives me 5 damage, 5 defense, and 1 to my warmth. Iron armor usually lifted from the often severed head of fallen florin that failed to reach adulthood. Well, that's kind of ghastly, isn't it? Craft that, and then Sprouts chest guard. So this gives me an additional 15 health. It gives me 8 defense, which is awesome, and adds 3 to that. So it's rare to see a Sprout chest guard not covered in dense blood and sometimes vital organs. Charming. Wow. Sound like a very violent race, don't they? Okay, so let's take this off. Alright, there we go. I don't really like the circlet. Looks kind of weird and ugly. Looks like he's got this big unsightly thing sticking out of the front of his head. But anyway, let's have a look at our stats. So our health is 115, our energy is 115, and we got 15 defense. So we're doing pretty well at this point. So I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna craft some more bandages, because at this point what we're gonna do is we're gonna call in the boss using a distress beacon. Now I just want to smelt some more of this stuff very quickly. I'm gonna let's have a look. I want to right, so the durability of my silver pickaxe has gone all the way down to the bottom, so it's actually in the tank at the moment. It's still usable, but it's nowhere near as effective as it used to be. And this guy is raring for a fight, so I think I'm gonna give it to him. Oh no, he's flown off now. Okay, let's have a look. That guy was. Yay, some holiday spirit. Okay, alright, well, that guy's flown away, the wuss. Okay. So, I'm gonna take some gold ore and smelt some of that. Just wanna have a quick look at which is the next one. Silver pickaxe, so then we have the platinum pickaxe, and then we have the gold pickaxe, and then we have the diamond pickaxe. So in order to make the diamond pickaxe, I need the platinum pickaxe and loads of diamonds. In order to make the gold one, I need the silver one. And then in order to make the platinum one, I need... Okay, so it's not ordered here in, you know, the tiers of strength. So it goes from silver to gold to platinum to diamond. Okay, I think I have enough of each of those to actually craft it all the way up. But let's have a look. I don't... Oh, no. Platinum ore... Yeah, it only uses 2, so I should have 8 bars of platinum in order to get me that. The problem is, though, with diamond uses 4 bits of diamond ore to make 1 diamond. So, I don't quite know how well that's going to turn out. So let's try that. Yeah, looks like we're 1 short. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to make a diamond pickaxe, but at least we can make a platinum one. Okay. So there's the gold. Boom. Can I not make a platinum one? Oh, I've run out of pixels. Darn it. Okay, well, we have a brand new gold pickaxe anyway, so that's fine. That'll help us out. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick up this stuff. I'm going to teleport up to the ship. So I'm not going to do any more building of that house because we're going to be abandoning this area very quickly. I'm going to go into my ship locker, and this is some stuff that was kind of duplicated when the quests got reset. So there's a second matter manipulator in there. I don't really need it for the time being. So I'm just going to dump all of this stuff. Oh, hang on. I'm about to starve. Okay. And munchity crunchity. There we go. Okay, so we're okay now. I'm going to push basically all of this stuff in here because I won't need it when I'm fighting the boss, and I want to hold on to it. Click, 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 shiftity click. Okay, so I'm going to need the plant fiber for bandages. Yeah, craft those, that's an hassle. Perfect, okay, and let's have a look at this stuff. Yeah, let's move some of this stuff out. Alright, the rest of that is just crap. Okay. So, let's warp to the planet. Oh, you fucking idiot. Ah, you daft bastard. I need an anvil in order to make the feckin' distress beacon in the first place. You tosser. Anyway. Right, good thing I can place the anvil here in my ship. Right, okay. So, where's the distress beacon? Oh, that's odd. Is it not here? Okay. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I need the crafting table. Let's have a look. Ah, yes, there it is. Okay, so I need 2 silver bars, 2 copper bars, 10 copper bars, and 10 iron bars. Okay, so let's pick up some of that. There's some copper. There's some iron. And there's some silver. So you need a little bit of everything to make the distress beacon. And here we go. So it only costs 150 pixels. Craft. Perfect. Okay, so as they say, this is one of the quests to actually make the distress beacon, so nicely done. I suggest you gear up before placing it. You never know who will receive your signal, and they're not joking when they say that. So that's why I wanted to have the top tier of armor available to me, because the boss is, you know, it's not inconsiderable. It's fairly tough. It used to be a lot tougher in the very, very early stages of the beta. Okay, let's see what's in here. I'm just going to take all of this stuff, because what's going to happen here is this house is probably going to get absolutely mutilated by the boss. So, jump up here, place the distress beacon. Okay, and here goes nothing, guys. So this is the boss, the big penguin in a UFO. And he spawns penguins in tanks. And penguins with machine guns. Oh, the horror. And he does a not inconsiderable amount of damage to both myself and to structures. So we won't be ignoring him. Now, I'm going to be using my iron hunting bow here to do damage to him. So this is quite effective. Oh, crap. Got the rocket launcher guy as well. Tense fight. Okay, so we've got him down to... brought him down a little bit. So unfortunately he doesn't come in range of my bro squisher, which makes it difficult. And I'm rapidly losing health here. So you kind of have to resort to using your hunting bow to take this guy on. As you can see, he's damaging my shit. Crud, I'm out of energy. Okay, so we're doing some damage to him anyway. Whoa! Oh crap. Okay, good. So when he does come near, I am able to do a significant amount of damage to him. Yes. Okay, that's good. So he's going to appear out of nowhere. Ooh, this is tense. Awesome. There we go. Got a good solid hit on him there. Awesome. So once he gets down to a certain level of health, he starts spawning these small little UFOs. These mini foes. And yeah, they do an not inconsiderable amount of damage as well. Go on. Yes. Go on. I gotcha. Come on. Is he still alive? Bastard. Whoa. There we go. Come on. Yes! Haha, success! Suck on that, you penguin bastard. Awesome. So we've now picked up a molten core, and the molten core is a key ingredient in crafting the metalwork station, which is the key station used to start building the next tier of stuff. So we'll have unlocked some new blueprints. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to warp back to the ship, and we'll start crafting this stuff in here. So we have the molten core. I'll need to take back a lot of my metals and stations and things like that. Take back the diamond or the gold. What am I missing? Copper. Okay. So. Oh, I now have enough pixels to make the platinum pickaxe. Let's do it. Boom! Platinum pickaxe. Awesome. Okay. There's the metal workstation. So I need an iron anvil. Let's make one of those bad boys. Ah, what? Where's all my iron? Oh, duh. How did I miss that? Anyway. Alright. So. Iron anvil. Craft. Metal workstation. Haha. A station for producing and making use of various metals, capable of producing steel. Awesome. So steel is one of our next materials we're going to be using to craft weapons and armor and stuff like that. So, let's take the metal workstation and plonk. I'm also going to take my furnace and can't actually plonk that there, so let's plonk it here. There we go. Ta-da! So now my ship is successfully outfitted with various bits and pieces. So, where is the more challenging stuff? So there's a choppy thing, so that does 9 damage. That does 6, so this all still looks pretty crappy. Ooh, star map upgrade. Awesome. So I don't have enough pixels at the moment, unfortunately, to make this. But what this means is I will be able to go into the beta sector, and that is basically tier 2. So that's the next difficulty level of planets, etc. So what we're going to do is we're going to get enough pixels to craft this, and then we're going to jump into the beta sector. And that's when we're going to start going crazy mining for resources underground. Don't have enough to make that. Metal workstation. Okay. That's interesting. So the metal workstation isn't really showing me that much at the moment. Oh well, okay. So let's teleport down. Grab loads more pixels. I think it was about 400 or something like that we needed. So, time to go wild. So I got 148 now. So in the last episode we were pixel hunting, and unfortunately we're back doing it again. If only it were nighttime. Things would be going a lot faster then. Oh, that's okay, we'll get there. Yoink. Okay, so we got some holiday spirit there, and we also got some more pixels. Awesome. Getting a little bit peckish there, so we'll do that. How dare you? That bastard attacked me. Don't you know who I am? Oh, maybe that's why he attacked me. Anyway. Okay, so one other thing we should be doing here is we should be chopping down some trees to smelt. So we picked up a strange seed there. So I want to smelt a lot of my unrefined timber into coal and use that coal then to fuel my spaceship. Because we'll probably need a good bit of fuel to get into the beta sector. 25 there. 6 there. Okay, let's see if there's any more guys here. Okay, look, so what we're going to do at this point is I'll stop boring you guys and we will cut forward to when we have the relevant amount of pixels. So we'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again. So at this point we have around about enough pixels to make the stuff we want to make. However, this is something I completely forgot about, and we came across either in episode 1 or episode 2, I can't quite remember. But there is an avian temple down here, and there's also an avian guard over here. So we want to pop over here and say hi and see what the story is. Now they may be hostile, may shoot me on sight. Yep. So he's decided to attack me straight away. And he has a gun. I would like a gun. I would really like a gun. So let's see if we can take it from him. Or at least kill him. Yes! He's dead. Whoa! We picked up 143 pixels from that guy. So that was definitely worth it. Okay, so it looks like this is kind of an entrance area to the avian temple. Ooh. Oh, this is very interesting. I've never actually come across in all the time I've been playing. I've never come across a temple area, so this is going to be very exciting. So I think what we might do here, guys, is we're going to make it a cliffhanger. We're going to cut it here, and we're going to jump to the next episode when we take on the avian temple, and then once we have that done, then we'll move on to the beta sector. So sorry for the kind of the tension and the drama and all that stuff, but I don't want to make this episode, overly inflated, and that's going to happen if we delve into the avian temple now. So we'll leave it there. So at this point we've come across the boss, and we've now found out how to get into the beta sector, move into the harder difficulty levels. I've also shown you guys the top tier in tier 1 of the armor. So we have the circlet and chest piece and stuff like that here. All these various different bits and pieces, and obviously we've come across the higher tier pickaxes as well, and we've also come across diamond. So as I say, I came across the diamond and all that kind of stuff, spending about 2 hours mining underground in this planet. That would take less time, and you get more out of it the further on you go into the higher tiers and the higher difficulties. So as I say, that's why I kind of went against my own advice there, is what I meant by that. So anyway, that's enough for this episode. Thanks very much for coming along for the ride, guys. As always, really appreciate you guys checking out my videos and my channel and all the feedback I've been getting. So like this video if you did, leave a comment if you have any feedback, anything to add, any questions, anything like that, and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and we'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Alright, take care.